It might be, yeah, only, yeah, like I said, the
Kita
QB.
lanjut guys, game kedua antara
The problem
Rrq
here is that they
Hoshi
picked up
versus
langsung with the
Team
Harriet, which is
Spirit.
usually not the
Game
combo.
of the
It's
Future
almost a
Abu
Harry
Dhabi
Potter lineup
2025.
for Team Spirit.
Yeah, a little magical lineup that they
Yip,
pretty much
Tiban
have, aside
Cici,
from
Jason
the
Sin,
Lampa Lampa, of course.
Granger
That's going to
Xbox,
be a big
Hellcat,
component to their physical
Hilda Grok
damage.
Aleai
For Rrq Hoshi, this last pick here, that'll go ahead and tell us
First
what they
pick,
put in the XP lane,
lapu-lapu
unless for
ya.
some reason this is an XP Esmeralda. So they have actually a couple options that they can go with. I think you just put it in the XP lane, or sorry, the gold lane if you want to. And then for XP, what is left open? Yeah, Uranus probably. Okay, so they're
they want to go for the Claude. They want to go
so they
greedy
are going to go. All right, Toy's going to go with Claude.
Game
You
kedua,
get XP Dyron for the Esmeralda.
Team Spirit pakai jungle Baxia lagi.
Yeah, this I think that any last pick for RQ would have worked because I'm already seeing a lot of issues for Team Spirit, and it's not because of what Rrq Hoshi picked up, but it's mainly because of what they picked up themselves. This full magic lineup is gonna struggle. So all you need to do for Rrq Hoshi is pick up Radiant Armor and Athena Shield, or Radiant Armor and Oracle. You can be fine.
Yeah. As soon as those some of the magic resist items gets built up here, you're gonna lose a lot of your damage profile. So you know, in a sense, like Team Spirit, I think they don't want to get to a point where they're in a 20-minute game again against Rrq Hoshi here. Also, just because of the fact that like even in Esmeralda, like it's with all those shields and just the way that Esmeralda works, might be a bit unkillable unless they're able to go ahead and lock it down and deal with Esmeralda. But then, you know, you've got a lot of tools here for Rrq Hoshi's lineup that they can utilize from the early game all the way to late game. And so, you know, similar to how Team Spirit had in game one, it's like you've got a certain time this lineup is going to work for you, and you're going to be able to go ahead and execute the plan with this lineup. And hopefully they're able to do that, especially early to mid game. They had decent control over it in the last game. Especially early game, they were able to go ahead but I think also some of that was just like some of those little minor mistakes that we saw from Rrq Hoshi. For example, like where Dyron jumped in on the Lapu Lapu a couple times, a little miscalculated on Rinz's Farsa, but they made those adjustments really quickly as the game adjusted.
Yeah. To be fair, we have not seen Rrq Hoshi play in an international event for a long time.
For a while, yeah.
And even just actually playing in a competitive setting, it has been a long time. So probably some jitter there for Dyron. But the good thing for a team as experienced as Rrq is it only takes a snap of a finger and then they're back. As we've seen earlier on, like when they turned it on, Edom was just on point. They continuously won the team fights against Team Spirit. Gonna be waiting for the game to start once again, but I'm really not feeling it for Team Spirit. If they don't win the early game, you have so many problems heading into the late game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. While we wait to jump in the game here in Team Spirit, hopefully they had enough time to go ahead and come up with a plan anyway to take out or take care of Hiko, but also just positioning in general. Because I feel like as a whole, like I don't want to just keep saying that it was, you know, Hiko that the reason why they lost game one. It was more so like as a team, they seem to play, which is kind of funny because we were talking about leading in this matchup how much synergy Team Spirit's built over time, but I feel like maybe it was just like the way that Rrq Hoshi was playing, or the way that they were forcing some of the fights. Again, I think a big part of that is Edok's Cho, which they're still going to have to deal with. And, you know, you'll see that from a lot of Cho specialist players out there, right? Like, they're really good at finding those little windows of opportunity to get those kicks off. But not just that, but also just kind of like faking people out. Like, if you notice some of the best Cho players you see out there globally, it's like that's what they're capable of doing. They're able to provide vision, but then at the same time they can actually, just with the G Kundo like combo, they're able to go ahead and like fake some people out or set things up even without the kick, you know. And I feel like that's a constant pressure that Team Spirit's always going to have to deal with, and hopefully they've had some time as we wait to jump into the game. I think they're sorting some things out here.
It is effective though.
You know, once you get delayed on one of the traditional marksmen anyway, whether that's a Claude or a Harith here. You're focused on trying to catch back up and be that use to your team. So definitely able to go ahead and restart here. We're now in game 2 for this Rrq Hoshi. Like I said, with this lineup, it will be interesting too, because pressure wise, like, their physical damage is good, magic damage wise too, early game. So even though we're saying Team Spirit needs to have a better early game to get things started off, if they kind of bite off too much, Rrq Hoshi's damage profile is actually pretty good in the early game. Oof. Going toy. 1v1. I'm not sure if this is going to pan out here for Hiko. Oh! First blood.
Duh, kata saya
On the
sekarang ya
hands
bang,
of
Wak.
toy. That is not a good start again for Hiko here in game 2. Okay. So as we get through this,
Aduh guys.
Hah? Malu? Mana ada malu?
Hah? Warna kesukaan nonton.
for Hiko here in game 2.
Warna kesukaan nonton. Nonton.
Okay.
Mana malu-malu mama?
So as we get through this game, early game already,
Ya ampun.
Ketok semua tuh. Surat terakhir. Apalah sih?
Lemot ya.
Egois. Cu.
being able to go
Oh
ahead
my
and
God.
start.
Sabar.
Being able to
Oh
go ahead
my
and
God.
start that. That is, man, Wolf, that first blood already for
Yeah.
Toy.
That was so bad. That's really, really bad because we were.
Through this game, early game
yeah.
already. Being able to
Oh
go
my
ahead and
God.
start. That is, man, Wolf, that first blood already for
Yeah.
Toy.
That was so bad. That's really, really bad because we were already talking about how Team Spirit needs the early game to get going in for them, especially this Harith. Let's see if the Purify would have helped him in that situation, right? This probably wasn't. Oh my God! Even Sawo's recall.
I'm telling
That
you,
was-
man, Idox Cho.
So weird. Oh man,
It's scary
this
to
is
deal with.
looking bad for Team. Spirit, dude. I think it's it's the far side that show that it has the priority in the mid lane, but at the same time, man,
It's scary
this
to
is
deal with.
looking bad for Team Spirit, dude. I think it's the far side that show that it has the priority in the mid lane, but at the same time, Kimi and Gatatkacha, they're not pushovers either. This is a very strong combo, but we'll see how they will deal with the turtle.
Dealing with this turtle, it's quite low. Susagen will be able to secure it. Feathered airstrike drop down. There's the kick from Idok. He does fall though.
6-7.
But it's going to be a trade the roam for won't. Rome, battle spells used up
Macet.
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 as well. Gonna throw a finalize out. And I think they're going to be happy with that. Again, objectives secured for Rrq Hoshi.
That's already like 1,000 gold lead for. And so mainly because they just stopped some of the teleports from Sawo, and the fact that they also took out Higo, which probably meant that he missed some of the minions and then a cart, which we know for sure that has more value nowadays. 40% extra gold from the cart, which, you know, if you add all of that together, that will mean that there's 1,000 gold lead for Rrq Hoshi.
He's getting gaps here too, man. He's only level 3.
That's right. That kind of this 1,000 gold lead from Rrq Hoshi has more value to it because it's from the gold laner.
I think Edok's going to get caught out here. He does use the kick.
Okay.
Jikundo's. Oh, he's actually able to get away. Even despite being caught in that side of the jungle and then 3 members of Team Spirit around, that is just... Hey, Edok is tough on the show. I'll give you that. He knows the limits, man.
First 2 picks, Joe, for Rrq Hoshi. Edok is showing us how it's done, using the Way of the Dragon defensively, so that Team Spirit will not be able to get any bonus skill. And they actually spent so much time. And I'm sure that Sitsujin is having a great time because of that. The space that Edok was able to make for his team right now is so important, especially because Rrq Hoshi, they're just getting good as time goes by. The fact that they're leading at 4 minutes in with this kind of composition against Team Spirit's weak mid-game and late-game composition, this is already looking good for the Indonesian team.
Well, if the level gaps between the jungle and the gold lane are quite intense, you know. Again, Hiko just level 5, Toy's nearly level 7. He was maintaining that 2-level lead for a while, and again, the junglers 3-level gap between the junglers right now. The fight for the second turtle breaking out. Sao's gonna go for the charge, the unbreakable here on Rins. Turtle's gonna be secured by Susujin again. Toy with that barrage. They keep him at bay. Diamond trying to run, gets to the turret. He's gonna be fine. No one dropping down just yet. Toy doesn't have that blazing to it, but he's got the shots coming through. One shot gonna be in trouble as he falls to Toy. Now Kid Bomba on the run. And they're still trying to get away from this. I'm not sure if they're going to find more. Starting up this purple buff as well. They do take that.
Even Edok getting in front of the back. There will be a little bit of a chase here, but Rince is going to be able to get out. Edok as well through the wall. And it's looking really, really easy for Rrq Hoshi to get out of these team fights because of how well their advantage is.
Yep.
They're surviving for long enough, and also it's easier for them to disengage.
Yeah, they can, and you know, at this point, this is where turrets start to fall. They're able to go ahead and get things on the map too, and if they can continue on, that's troubled territory to be in, man. Rrq Hoshi just finding the wins where they can here.
Welcome teman-teman semuanya. Yang mau mabar yuk, welcome to Epic Badak. Mabar yuk, abang-abang yuk. Oh, ini tiba.
Okay, everybody's falling down here. Again, a kick. One shot going to be in trouble as he's focused down in the jungle. Sutsujin gets a kill.
Dapat 3 guys.
A big pickup, a big fight again for Rrq Hoshi as they continue to put pressure here for Team Spirit. There we go. Second Wolf will join me again. Man, Rrq Hoshi not letting up. Now in the mid lane, Kid Bomba trying to hold down that mid lane. Purple buff going to be worked on here as it's taken. And now, once again, Sawo falling now. Even popping the Revitalize, attraction pulse thrown out, but the Thorn Rose going to keep Sutsujin alive, and a kick defensively to disengage. Wolf, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know why Kid Bomba has an orange buff, but I think he just missed it. And there was what, maybe what, 4 or 5 seconds where he's just walking in front of Rrq Hoshi, trying to land anything. But the moment that he has his skills back on cooldown, Edok just kicked him out of there. And then another disengage from Rrq Hoshi. If this game goes on and on like that, eventually this Claude will be unmanageable for Team Spirit as well as this Lancelot. So I understand why Team Spirit are so anxious to get a play whatsoever, but Rrq Hoshi are just evading and only fighting in their own terms. I think this is a very smart take from Rrq Hoshi.
Yeah, very smart takes here. Rrq Hoshi not letting up at all. That's the main thing. Playing with this advantage that they have here is working out so well for them. And I'm thinking here, man, you know, 5,000 behind, what Team Spirit can do to get back themselves into this game. But unfortunately, with plays like this, again, the way the Dragon setting things up, look how fast Kid Bomba gets taken low here. Just off of a kick. There's the feathered airstrike, zoning them out a little bit further. The Lord is up. Rrq Hoshi fighting for that space to work with, and Sao trying to provide the vision to be able to contest against this. Still going to force it. They might still have to be careful how they approach the Lord even with this. But Sao once again jumping in. Hiko dropping down the Zaman Force, but he's also just brought so low so quick as Sutsujin picks up that kill, and now going for Sao, using that retribution to slow him down as Sao falls. Kid Bomba could possibly be next as Toy just unleashing, and there's again with the flicker G-Kundo combo with the kick to follow. They'll find 4 Rrq Hoshi taking it all.
Team Spirit wanted to fight in Rrq's terms once again, and they have found the same ending to that clash. Went in for the initiation of the Rrq Hoshi, only to find Sutsujin as well as Rins waiting on the wings, of course dealing enough damage. Edok is the icing on the cake, that beautiful flicker Jeet Kundo, the stomp to actually knock up 2 members of Team Spirit, and then Rins was not failing at all. On point with a follow feathered airstrike, and then that pickup afterwards, where there was an attempt for Team Spirit to get out, but Rins was just a sniper. Laser focused, laser on point against Team Spirit, and now that's a 7,000 gold lead that Team Spirit is not equipped to deal with. It will take an uphill climb for Team Spirit to get back to this game.
Yeah, again, it's just a little bit of a tough situation to make work here, I feel like, in Team Spirit's situation, just because of the way things have gone. And there it is again, the kicks from Edok, able to lock down Sao. Sao gone in an instant, even as tanky as this is. Sunset level to follow, and Rrq Hoshi will continue to take what they want, even under the base turret. Shield's gonna pop here. Sutsujin checked by Hiko. He's gonna have to back off, but they still have the Lord marching up top. They wanted that shield, they got it. Tier 2 in the mid, nearly down here once this wave's push in. So down 2 members for another 10 seconds. Team Spirit should still be able to defend this. The Lord charges on into the top turret. Kid Bomba taking a bit of damage, just in that half health. He'll regen back up, but still all holy shields have been taken out. A feathered airstrike dropped down. Kid Bomba jumping in with the bravest fighter, trying to zone out what he can, and by the time that he can, he flickers. He's still gonna be up though. So Team Spirit holding on to the base turrets.
First pick Lapu-Lapu coupled up with the third pick Harif, and the disrespect to not ban the Esmeralda. You can see how Kid Bomba is struggling. After a quick combo against Rrq Hoshi, already is half HP just because of the passive abilities of this Esmeralda.
Again, fighting for the base turret. Sutsujin able to take down the top one now. Dyron getting caught He might go down to the shot from Hiko, able to pick him up, and now forcing the fight again. A blazing duet from Toy, able to set it all up here in the base, and a kick from Edok again. They're looking for the wipeout. It's always only Sao
Wajib
left
sini.
alive, and
An.
Rrq Hoshi knows it. With a wave pushing up top, it's only Sao. As a Guardian as he is, he won't be able to 1v4. The waves are going to be pushing on in. A feathered airstrike drop down, and again, Sao falls. That's a wipeout, and Rrq Hoshi will take the series in a sweep.
But did say that this was a very dicey draft for side of Team Spirit, and Rrq Hoshi knew that. And on top of that, they outplayed Team Spirit to the ground. At first blood onto that Harriet set the tone for what could happen in this game. Edok was just back in his old ways, just being that show that Rrq Hoshi has depended on for a very long time. They have outplayed and outwitted Team Spirit all throughout this game, and that's why they won this series. Unfortunately for Team Spirit, they